A Search in Vedic India, Chapter 15, Recognition of Self. With Swami's declaration that one could recognize Swarupam only through an investigation into eye awareness, both Albert and Vimala decided to devote all their time to keep attention on eye awareness. Though they have understood the basics of jnana dhyana or attention to eye awareness, they decided to practice it by staying some more days in Kaleshwaram only, as Prem Swarup also suggested the same. By consciously avoiding thinking of past and future, they realized that they could stay in the present moment, which facilitated keeping attention on eye awareness. It did not take much time for them to realize that practice need not be done by sitting at a particular place only. They realized that recognizing the expansive nature of awareness is not to be obtained by seeking some extra sensory powers or by some sacred mantra or by some secret yogic powers. They understood this clearly during the discussions with Swami. When they analyzed their experience in the dream and deep sleep states, some clarity emerged about the separateness of body and awareness. They pursued their practice in the guest house and on the banks of the river Godavari. Every day, before the close of every session, Albert continued to have the vision of a single big eye. When he mentioned the same thing to Vimala, she has taken it as confirmation of her view that Albert was making good progress compared to herself. A strong desire slowly built up in Albert that he should achieve the feeling of all pervasiveness here in the presence of Swami before leaving the place. That made him concentrate more on the investigation. Now that all his doubts are clarified, keen analysis of eye awareness only is the key, he thought. He was surprised to notice that his thoughts on eye awareness are not like other normal thoughts of worldly matters. Though Swami said that one has to feel the infinite space and associate it with eye awareness, he realized that it is not to be done as a thought. He remembered the word Swami used, intuitive feeling. Yes, that must be the key, he thought. His eye awareness consists of existence and awareness. Both being formless cannot be limited. It is obvious that just like he exists, all other objects also exist. All objects of the world, including his body, exist. That means existence is all pervasive. Whenever he is looking at any object, it is clear that it exists and he is aware of its existence, which implies that his awareness joins the existing object and that is why he is aware of it. It flashed to him that his awareness is not starting towards object when he looks at an object. He is aware of an object since his awareness is already there, inseparable from the existence of the object, and awareness must be covering the whole object. From this, it is clear that the content of all the objects is nothing but awareness. It is awareness only that is appearing in a form. It is obvious that his awareness is not limited to the body. He started feeling a deep, expansive silence behind his immediate eye awareness, as if it is a silent part of his eye awareness, and after a few sessions, it was clear to him that his eye awareness was engulfing him on all sides, and his body is just a wavy part of that awareness. After this, he had a sudden revelation that how could his sentient eye awareness could be confined to the insentient body. It was always like that, but he only noticed it now consciously. Not concentrating with proper knowledge must be the reason to feel that it was confined to the body only. It was like a drop of water that rose from the ocean and again fell in the ocean, losing its individuality. In the case of wave, a physical separation was apparent, but his eye awareness had no such form or separation. It was very clear to him now. He could intuitively feel an infinite presence behind his eye awareness. He felt that his awareness was never separate from that presence. A sudden surge of thrill passed through him that he could untie a knot which was believed to be existing but not existing at all. He silently enjoyed the presence everywhere. Initially, he thought that whether it could be a temporary phenomenon. Even after coming back from the riverside to the guest house and thereafter, he did not lose it. As an undercurrent, he was conscious of it all through the day. All along, he had a feeling that he was investigating as Albert, an individual. But the moment he felt the expansive awareness, all his individuality, his name and personal history since childhood, and all the thoughts associated with it, all dropped like a bundle. He felt that moment was very significant. Ever since that moment, he had the feeling that his body and all other things in the world were within his awareness. He was enjoying the presence of awareness as a deep silence in a way that he could not express in words. When he shared all these developments with Vimala, she felt very happy. The next day, early in the morning, he went on a stroll toward the river bund. While he was about to climb the bund, he noticed some people sitting near a small tea stall. He went there and asked for a coffee. While sipping coffee, he looked around. He still had the feeling of expansive awareness undisturbed despite the activity around him. He silently watched all the trees, people around, and the distant hills within his awareness. Later, when he was sharing his experience with Vimala, he suddenly said to her, "The whole existence is filled with thick awareness like a ball of gold is full of gold particles. Probably it may not be possible to put it in words more than that." Vimala was thrilled after hearing his words and said, "Let us go to Swami and share this." When they visited Swami in the afternoon, Swami asked affectionately, "How far you are in recognizing Swarupam?" Albert explained the details of his investigation and gave a detailed explanation of the changes he recognized. Swami understood that Albert recognized that his awareness was not limited to his body. "You and I, where are we, Albert?" asked Swami. "In me only, Swami." When he said in me, Swami understood that he did not mean within his body. Pointing to the birds on the tree nearby, Swami asked again, "Where are they, Albert?" "They are also within me. Though in the worldly transactions I is being used including the body, I am not losing the feeling of expansive awareness beyond my body." Albert supplemented his reply. That feeling is the idea of Brahman, which we discussed earlier, and it is known as Brahma Akara Vritti. It is an important first step in recognizing Swarupam. Hereafter, no specific sadhana need to be done by you. In the great statement of Upanishads, "Thou art that," you have recognized thou. Continue to enjoy the presence you are feeling now. Certain further revelations would unfold on their own, which would confirm your Advaita Siddhi, declared Swami. After that, if you listen or read the teachings in Upanishads, you will have confirmation of what you recognized, advised Swami. Albert felt elated when Swami confirmed his recognition, although he was sure of his recognition. He mentioned to Swami about the vision of a single eye during his Jnana Dhyana sessions and asked, "Swami, what would be its indication?" "Excellent. I am very happy to listen to this. It is a kind of confirmation of your recognition," said Swami. Both Vimala and Albert were surprised as Swami expressed such elation very rarely. For a long time, you have been feeling that your awareness was limited to your body only, and with the keen investigation at a particular moment, you could recognize that it was not confined to your body alone. Guess how you could see a fact so clearly now for which you were blind all along. That was an indication of your capacity to see what many are unable to see, explained Swami. Albert understood the rationality in the explanation of Swami. "If we have no other urgent work, stay here for some more days. and try to clarify the doubts of Vimala whenever possible. A lot of clarity emerges when you explain to others, said Swami. Both of them prostrated to Swami and returned to the guest house.